Today is June 18th of 2021. So I ran up to the store to grab some milk, and I made the mistake of thinking, I'll just stop by the local nursery and see what they got. And I had in mind to pick out one of these Mahonia eurybracteata. Soft Caress is the variety. I've got one that I just planted a few months ago, and it looks great. I've got another one over here that is 2 foot tall now. I planted it last year, and the leaves are really compact. It was growing in full sun before I moved it over here under this big old camellia. But anyway, I found those, and then I made the mistake of finding this Mahonia ex media, bimedia, however you say that. Charity is the variety on this, and it looks wild. This thing looks like a small cycad. So crazy. Also, they have a Mahonia aquifolium, which is the common Oregon grape that grows native here all over the place. I've got some growing back in the woods. Then I also found these Dryopsis, what is this? Dryopteris sieboldii, and this looks like the ferns that you see growing out of the old palm trunks, the boots down in like Florida. So it looks so tropical. I cannot believe this is hardy here, but it says it's hardy to zone 7. So I got to figure out some cool strategic spots to put those. But I also got to figure out where I'm going to put all these Mahonias now. So this Mahonia ex media Charity, this is supposed to get up to 15 to 20 feet tall, which I hope it doesn't, because I don't really have a good spot picked out for it that it can get that tall. These Mahonia eurybracteatas, they're only supposed to get up to 3 foot tall. However, this one that I just planted last year is already 2 foot, so I really think it'll get taller than that. And then the Oregon grape, they can get up to 5 or 6 foot tall. I've even seen some around in the woods that are like 8 or 9 feet tall. The first time I ever saw one that tall, I was like, no way, I didn't think they got that tall. But they can when they get really old. So if you want some really wild looking exotic plants that are hardy to, I think, zone 7 for all of these,
I'll get up, please,
then you might want to consider some Mahonias. So we're gonna go back into the woods over here on my property and look at this Mahonia aquifolium. I've only got one that grows native here, so we'll go check it out. I gotta find it first because it's kind of hidden back here in the woods. Well, that was easier to find than I thought it was. I thought it was hidden back in here a little more, but here it is. It is about 3.5 foot, almost 4 foot tall. And it looks really good. The leaves are really green and glossy. If you ever try to transplant one of these, they don't transplant well, because wherever it's coming out of the ground, that's not where the roots are. They wander underground, almost like they're a suckering plant. I think they do sucker, but wherever it goes into the ground, the trunk will be subterranean, and it'll branch over for several feet, and then the actual root ball will be somewhere several feet away from the plant. So I've tried to transplant a few, and every single time I've always run into that issue. You dig down and you dig a great big circle to try to get the root ball, and the root ball's never where the trunk emerges from the ground. So